So you want to, or you need to write your thesis with the Hagenberg Thesis document collection, or short, the Hagenberg Thesis package in LaTeX. Here's what you need to do if you want to use LaTeX with a local install. First of all, start out with the official repository on GitHub. You'll always find the latest version of your thesis document classes here. It is usually github.com/digitalmedia/Hagenberg Thesis. And then you need to make sure that you have a few things installed on your machine. If you're running Windows, first of all, you need a LaTeX distribution for Windows. A recommended one, or maybe the default one for Windows, is MiKTeX. You find it under MiKTeX.org. To get it on your machine, go to the website and choose download, and then you can either use the Windows installer that is listed here, which gives you the so-called basic install, which is enough in the first place, but you will need to download a few additional packages. This usually happens automatically, but if you prefer to download a full version right away, go to all downloads, then choose the net installer here, download the net installer, run it, have the installer download all the packages, run the installer a second time, and then have it installed. So you then have a full and complete version of MiKTeX that has all the packages installed that you need. Both ways work. Whatever you do, it's up to you. I would recommend installing it for the current user only and not as an administrator unless you absolutely need to, because if you install it as an administrator but you use a different account, then you might have at some point get a mismatch between packages that are installed as an administrator or as a local user. So just install it as a local user. That's fine. You can also use the Windows package manager winget and use your terminal, your PowerShell, your console to install everything with winget. If you are a macOS user, the equivalent is MacTeX. You usually download it at tag.org/MacTeX, and if you go to this not very pretty website, you can download the DMG file or for your current macOS version. The alternative for all of this is using Homebrew. So if you're running macOS, do yourself a favor, go to the Homebrew website, brew.sh, install Homebrew, which is the package manager, the missing package manager for macOS. And then once you have that installed with these instructions, just search for MacTeX, use the command brew install --cask MacTeX, and it will install MacTeX automatically for you. That's definitely the recommended way, or the faster way to do it. If you're on Linux, what you want to have is TeXlive, which is essentially MacTeX, but in the broader sense. If you're on Linux, you're probably familiar with all of this. Use your package manager such as apt-get, and then just do an apt-get install TeXlive to install the LaTeX distribution for your Linux distribution of choice. Once you have a distribution installed, all you're left with is installing some sort of editor, and there are a lot of choices. Maybe the easiest one to start off with is TeXstudio. You can find it under TeXstudio.org. Just download the installer for your operating system, Windows, macOS, or Linux. Install it and run it. TeXstudio will automatically detect your installed LaTeX distribution, configure itself automatically, and you should be good to go. Once you're done, you can start working with the Hagenberg Thesis package. All you need to do in a local setup is go back to the GitHub repository, scroll down a little bit here on the README until you get to the table with all of the document types, and then pick out the starter pack, the template that you want to work with. If you're writing your thesis, choose the HGB thesis, either EN if you're doing it in English, or DE if you're writing your thesis in German. If you're just writing your thesis proposal, your expose, choose one of these down here. And if you're working locally, just as we've seen before, use the zip download here. I'm going to download the zip file for the HGB thesis EN. I'm just going to say download, wait until my download dialog shows up, save it on my local disk on a folder. Then I'm going to go here, open my Explorer window. You see here's the zip file, and I'm just going to double click it and open it with some sort of unzip program. And then you can see here's the folder. I'm just going to extract all the files in here into my folder, and I have all the files extracted, and the project is good to go. I can then delete the zip file because I've got all the contents in here. I'm just going to close this and delete the zip file, and then I'm ready to go. All you need to do is open the main tech file here. I'm just going to double click. This will open TeXstudio, and once TeXstudio is open, you can see that the project has been loaded with all the files that were in this zip file. And if I'm pressing this build and view button here, then my TeXstudio installation is going to use the files of the LaTeX distribution. In my case, it's on Windows, so it's MiKTeX, and you can see it's starting PDF LaTeX, and it's starting to compile to produce the PDF file. This is going to take a few moments for the first run, because it needs to run a few times until everything is complete. And once that is done, you should see here on the right side, the preview should pop up, and we have our document ready. I've now forwarded the process a little bit. So this is how your document should look like after everything's been built. You can see the preview with the default settings here, and now you're good to go.